I'm sorry, sir. We just can't fix it. It's worse than we thought.
In 2 hours, but the shop called you back before noon. Not with a repair estimate, with an apology. They couldn't touch it. Not because they lacked the skill, not because they didn't have the part, but because your truck, the one you paid for, the one sitting in your driveway every morning, locked them out completely. And nobody warned you this was coming. This is not a fringe problem. This is not one bad shop in one bad town. Right now, across the United States, independent mechanics who have been fixing trucks for 20 and 30 years are turning away modern pickups at a rate that should terrify every truck owner in this country. And the reason why is something the manufacturers are very carefully not advertising on the window sticker. Let's talk about what's actually happening inside your truck. Every modern pickup, your F-150, your Silverado, your Ram 1500, any of them built after 2018, runs on somewhere between 50 and 150 separate electronic control modules. These modules talk to each other constantly. They govern everything from your throttle response to your transmission shifts to your exhaust emissions. And to access them, to read them, to reset them, you need software. Specific, proprietary software that the manufacturer controls completely. Ford has ForScan and Ford's own IDS system. GM has GDS2. Stellantis has YTech. These are not open platforms, they are gated systems. And the keys to those gates? They belong to the dealers. Here's where it gets worse. It's not just about reading codes anymore. Modern trucks require something called module programming and calibration. When you replace a component, a fuel injector, an ABS module, a transmission control unit, the new part has to be told it belongs to that specific truck. It has to be married to the vehicle's VIN. If that step doesn't happen, the truck throws faults, goes into limp mode, or simply refuses to operate correctly. And that marriage process? Only the manufacturer's proprietary tools can perform it, tools that independent shops either cannot afford, cannot legally access, or are being actively blocked from using through rolling software updates that cut off third-party access the moment it gets close to working. Think about what that means in real terms. You're 60,000 miles into your truck. Your transfer case module fails. It happens. It's a $400 part. But the independent shop down the street, the one you've trusted for a decade, the one that fixed your last 3 vehicles without a problem, they can't complete the repair. They can pull the bad module, they can install the new one, but without dealer-level programming access, your truck will not recognize it. You have to go to the dealership, where the same repair that should have cost you $600 total will now run $1,400 to $2,200 once you add dealer labor rates and their mandatory diagnostic fees. That is not an accident. Ford, GM, and Stellantis has spent years lobbying against right-to-repair legislation. They framed it as a cybersecurity issue. They framed it as a safety issue. They've used every justification available to maintain one thing: a monopoly on who is allowed to fix your truck. Because a truck that only a dealer can fully service is a truck that generates revenue long after the sale is complete. They sold you the hardware, they kept the software. And without the software, the hardware is just an expensive paperweight on 4 wheels. Now here's the number that should make you genuinely angry. The average dealership service department markup on labor is between 40 and 60% higher than an independent shop. On a truck that requires dealer-exclusive programming for any significant repair, the owner will spend an estimated $3,000 to $7,000 more over the vehicle's lifetime than the owner of a truck from 10 years ago. Not because parts cost more, not because repairs are more complex, but because competition has been engineered out of the equation. You are not a customer in this system. You are a subscriber. You just didn't know you signed up. But here's what the smart owners figured out and what the dealers absolutely do not want you knowing about. It's called the pre-purchase audit. Before you buy any modern truck, new or used, you run a complete module scan using a professional-grade third-party tool like a Snap-on Zeus or an Autel MaxiSys. You check every module for communication faults, you verify that no previous programming locks have been placed on the vehicle, and you confirm which repairs, if any, on that specific truck will require dealer-only access going forward. You do this before you sign anything. If you already own your truck, you do the same thing now. You get a full module health report. You find out exactly where your vulnerabilities are before a breakdown tells you the hard way. Then you find a shop, and they exist, you just have to look, that has invested in the dealer-level access subscriptions. Some independent shops are now paying for Ford's FDRS system access directly. Some are using J2534 pass-through devices with manufacturer subscriptions. They're not common, but they're out there, and they will save you thousands. You document those shops. You build that relationship before you need it, because the day your truck needs module work is not the day you want to be making phone calls. Smart owners already know this. They already treat their truck purchase like a business decision, not an emotional one. They read the service access terms the same way they read the warranty, because in 2025, the truck that looks the most capable on the lot might be the most expensive truck you ever own, not at purchase, but over time. Here's your last thought before you go. We talked about what happens when your truck needs a mechanic and the mechanic can't help you, but there's something even deeper going on, something that affects whether you legally own your truck at all, even after the loan is paid off. That's a different conversation, and it's one you need to hear before you sign anything.